Welcome to the Stories from the Misguided. Who are we with?
Joesph.
Joseph, yes sir. Where are you from?
I'm from right here in Houston, Texas.
What part of Houston?
MFA this side of town and graduated at Spring High School.
You graduated from Spring High School. Okay, so you're a native to this area.
Yeah.
Yes sir. So growing up out here was you had your family and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Mom and dad?
Not just my mom. My dad, he wasn't, in my life. He was out. I probably met him when I was like 19. He stays in Dallas, and now Missouri, so.
Well, what drew him away? Or what?
He wasn't a father figure type, like honestly, he was more like a monster, so
Yeah.
He wasn't around, so.
Do you have kids?
Yeah, I have 3 kids. I have a 12-year-old boy. I have a newborn that passed away as a newborn 2 years ago. And I have a daughter that's 1 years old.
Where are your kids?
My son, he's between with my mom and his mom. They stay out in Cyprus and stuff like that. My son, my other son, of course, he's passed away, and my daughter, she's in Missouri County. Their mom.
By Mo City?
No, Missouri County.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Were you ever married?
No.
You're never married? What brought you to the streets?
My second baby mother, which is the mother of my son that passed away, and my daughter, we had an apartment over in Missouri and everything, and we were getting our stuff together when we had met. That's where actually my dog came from. We had her mom and dad and bred them and stuff, and had that little family thing going on and everything, kept her and stuff, and we ended up getting evicted. So when we got evicted, we started struggling, and we started going to hotels and stuff down there in Missouri. But she got pregnant, and we figured that coming down here, it'd probably be better. Well, we came down here like actually at the start of the COVID, and we were over there in North Villa, and she was pregnant, and we were struggling with the hotel because we spent probably over $100,000 cash, just in the hotels, and we ended up at Red Roof, and about a week before my son was born, he passed away, and when he passed away, I don't know, we fell off, we fell off, and we sort of lost ourselves, started struggling, stuff like that. We sort of picked ourselves back up. She got pregnant again with my daughter, and we were still struggling, but we were staying afloat. And just a couple weeks before my daughter was born, she just took off. I didn't know where she went, nothing. I was sitting out here at that store when it was Circle K. I was just sitting there waiting for her to walk by or something, and she never did. And during that time, I fell off from the hotel, paying for the hotels and stuff. So I was worried about her. And then about a week before, my daughter was born, I got a video call on my phone, and it was her. And she was giving birth to my daughter way down there in Missouri County, and it kind of messed me up, 'cause I'm like, where you been at, So she made every excuse why I couldn't come see my daughter and everything, and that left me very mentally unstable, Next thing you know, I got stuck out here, I started using drugs, started shooting up, tried to find just anything to ease my pain, and it's part of these streets, I died twice, but there's people out here that didn't give up on me when I gave up on myself, it was a hard time, and it just became like a cycle, you know what I'm saying, just a vicious cycle. Long story short, I met a girl out here, And like we were just saying birthdays, you know. I was May 13th, she's May 18th, you know. We were same sign, you know, same everything. And we were talking about getting out this life, you know. She got arrested by these cops because she had a warrant. And like when she got arrested, we were arguing. And like it was crazy because, man, I still remember we were in front of PLS. You know, I was crying like a little baby. You know, I was emotional. She laid her head down my shoulder and she told me everything's gonna be all right. And you know, I believed her. She went to jail for like 2 months. She got out March 26th. This past March 26th. I had like 3 days with her. We were talking about, man, leaving here. The whole nine, you know. Because it's hard to get out this life. You know, you need somebody to get about this shit. Excuse my language. And on the third day, once again, we were arguing. And I remember she told me she was like, Joesph, I'm not gonna argue with you right now. She turned and walked off. She looked back at me twice, seeing if I was gonna stop her, and usually I do. But I didn't this time, for some reason. I looked for her all that day, couldn't find her. That morning, Dalton, matter of fact, came running up to me, talking about, she's dead. They found her in the woods. She's dead. And here I am still. Stuck in these streets. Cycle. Vicious cycle. It's a hard one. And I don't know, I just tell anybody, man, you know, cherish everything that you got, man, and make the right choices. Do what you need to do in life, you know, because blink of an eye, man, you could end up in a real crappy predicament, you know. And I don't know, that story, you know, about me and my life out here, how I ended up out here, and why am I still out here, you know. That's it.
Do you have any goals?
Yeah.
To get out of here?
Yeah, man, my goals there to keep this job. I got this job at Papa John's.
Okay.
And you know, just to keep on working, you know, as much as, because the more I work, the more I stay out of the streets. Less memories I have about, you know, like my loved ones passing away out here. You know, because I lost 2 loved ones out here, my son and my girlfriend. Just stuff like that will hold me back, you know. As you can see, I'm a real emotional person,
Yeah.
and it'll just hinder me. So that's my goal for right now. And then, you know, to get a car, and you know, and once I get a car, you know, then I'll get a, you know, apartment and stuff like that. Because you know, the bus routes, they don't go everywhere, you know, and I can't depend on the bus to get me, you know, from my apartment to my house, whatever, to my job, you know, because, you know, I might end up running late, you know what I'm saying, or whatever else. And then plus, you know, your car, worst comes down to worst, you know, you can live in your car, you know. So.
Yeah, I've always said that, like, even when I was in bad situations, I'd rather have a car.
Yeah.
If I don't have a spot, I can get from job to job. I can sleep outside my job in the car. I can at least have somewhere to get around, and that creates opportunities. If you find a job in a different city, a different state, you can get to it, stay there for a little while until you can, you know, at least get some shelter, you know what I mean? I was gonna ask you, do people out here stick together?
No, they don't, and they should, but they don't. Everybody here steals from each other, you know. They take from each other. They hinder each other, and then they expect, you know, people to like look out for them, but they don't even look out for themselves. And man, it's sad because, like, I mean, I understand because, like I said, we all got a story. We all got reasons why we do what we do, and you know, everybody's reason is different. But at the same time, like, I don't know, man. Like, I just think like most of 90% of us don't want to be here, you know, and you know, at one point in time, I used to always be that person that drive by and be like, man, you they're just being lazy, tripping, do. Never thought in a million years I'd be in this position. Never. I've had my own business. I've been on both sides of the field, and now I'm here, and I see the stuff that's going on, and then it's like I don't know, we just gotta snap out of this, you know what I'm saying? We gotta snap out of this because a lot of us do got good hearts, we just been through a lot of traumatic stuff, Ever since I've been out here for the past year and a half, almost 2 years, I've probably known about 20 people that's died, like knowing them personally. Hit and runs, ODs, getting killed by people, you name it, suicide, like the whole nine. And we saw one of our friends right here from the program get hit by 3 cars. It's by pieces, And it's like, I don't know, like, we just need to find it within ourselves, man, to stop taking from each other, stop hurting each other, and come together, And that's the only way we're gonna be able to get up out of this, because there's people out here that care about us and stuff like that, but there's a lot of people that look at us like we're just lazy drug addicts, you know what I'm saying? And they don't take the time to understand why a lot of us use drugs, or heck, a lot of us use drugs and we don't like the fact that we use drugs. Like, honestly, like we hate it every time we do it, but it's a cycle that you get stuck in, because of the pain and the hurt and the loneliness out here. I almost froze out here today before that one person stopped. And tried to help me,
That's a question I was going to ask. What can people do that, I know government officials aren't always there to help, but what can people that are on the street, somebody that's just driving past or somebody that's a regular, just a regular come and goer, what can they do to help out?
Doing what y'all do. Listen to us. Hear our voice. That helps more than money does or anything, having somebody out there that will listen to you and hear you out and hear your voice, that does things that words can't explain for a person. It really does. It gives them a motivation that is unexplainable,
What do you do for shelter when you are out here? You were saying that you were getting hotels and stuff like that,
yeah.
But when you are having those moments where you can't afford a hotel for the week or stuff like that, where are you at?
Well, this past year, it's been the toughest for me, and I've been sleeping on the sidewalks. I was spotted over there behind CC's and PLS that I sleep at, and security guard, the managers, everybody there knows me, and I sleep back there, and I clean up the place, and I try my best not to be over there during business hours and stuff like that. Respect them and their customers and stuff, and in return, they let me sleep there, and I don't get bothered. Now, sometimes I have these ghost cars, the tactical team police. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll come and harass me or whatever and stuff like that. But ultimately, they really can't do nothing because
you're not doing anything wrong.
Exactly.
So that's all I was gonna say. Do the cops bother people?
Yes.
A lot?
Yes. Excuse my language. Hell yes, they do. Like I said, I know so many people they got killed by hit and runs, and they don't do nothing about that. They put a small little poster behind a little generator, saying watch out for pedestrians. You know what I'm saying? And that's all we get. They don't ever investigate that. People that die, like. I know 3 women that died in these woods back here at the campsite. 3 women, man. One of them was my best friend. One of them was my girlfriend, who I fucking love dearly. The police don't even investigate that. Why? Because they're homeless and they just got out of jail. They're nobody. Man, my girl was 21 years old. She didn't die from no OD. She did not die from no OD. I know that for facts. She doesn't go in the woods. That's not her. Like, that is not her at all. But she died in the woods just like 2 other women did. And the police don't even they ain't doing nothing about it. I gotta do all the investigation myself. And look at me, I'm just some homeless man. I gotta do it all myself. And if I take matters into my own hand, then they'll be quick to try to come up in here, you know what I'm saying, and arrest me. When my girlfriend had a warrant, they were quick to come and find her, you know what I'm saying, and arrest her. She died back there Where they at now? Where they at? Nowhere.
And it's been 2 months, 3 months?
No, she just died a week and a half ago.
A week and a half ago?
This was recently. This is the 26th.
They don't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, man. It's crazy. The next time I got to see her was in the hospital, cold. You know? Where they at now? You know, they see me walking around the same ghost car sheriff that arrested her. It's just there and harassing me till this very day. Will sit here and harass me and bother me and everything else like that because of some little stupid warrant I got in Missouri County for a failure to appear in court misdemeanor. Sitting there and harassing me every single day. But he won't do his damn job and find out who killed my girl though. You know? It's messed up how the cops do us out here, man. It really is. It's cold. And like I see why people don't like them. I see why. Like I see why, you know. And I got family that are in the emergency services, you know, firemen, policemen, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff, you know, and like, you know, I respect that fact that everybody's not the same and you can't judge, you know what I'm saying, a category of people just because of, you know, bad apples and stuff, see, like that. But at the same time, you know, I know this might be contradicting on what I'm saying, but at the same time, it's like, when stuff like this happens, man, I see why. I see why people are like, man, screw them. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not out here to help us. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not out here to protect and to serve the people. You know what I'm saying? Like to them, we're not the people. They are their own people. You know what I'm saying? And it's really messed up. It's really messed up. Like I really feel like somebody needs to stand up and do something about it. Like facts. Like for real. Yeah. You know.
Now, just some finishing questions. Where do you feel you were misguided in life? Throughout all this time, and everything that's happened, where do you feel like you were misguided in life?
You know, at one point in time, I would say it would be with my parents or like my mother, but once I had a son, you know, I understood that there's no such thing as a perfect parent. You know, I love my son dearly. Like, me and him are like white on rice. You know, he's 12 years old now, and I don't see him as much as I should now. As a matter of fact, I haven't seen him for some months now because I just feel like I'm not in a position where I don't want him to see me like how I am right now because I don't want to have to explain to him because I won't lie to him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to tell him certain things. You know, right now he's too young for it, and so I can't say my parents no more. You know. Because you know, my mom tried to do the best thing that she could. I just say it's just the cards that I was dealt with, you know, and I had choices to make within myself, and I'm not gonna say I made wrong choices or right choices. It was just choices that I made, and I ended up in the position I'm in, and now I gotta, you know, make different choices, you know what I'm saying, to get about the position that I'm in.
Yes, sir. Now, could you give some advice to the youth?
Yeah, man. Just, man, do the right thing, man. Like, the streets is not for nobody, man. It's not for nobody. Like, the streets, I don't care who you are, I don't care how tough you are, I don't care how smart you are, how gangster you think you is, or anything else like that, man. The streets eats up and spits out every single body. Every single body. Stay away from the streets, man. Like, stay away from the streets. Stay away from the bullcrap, man. Just focus on like your education, man. I know it might sound stupid and lame right now, but you'll see it in the long run. It's not stupid and it's not lame. Like, hey, focus on your education, man. Focus on progressing within yourself and elevating within yourself and reaching the highest that you can within yourself. And don't worry about drugs or you know, just the street life period, because like literally it's facts. Streets, these one or two things, and there's jail or dead. You know, my girl's dead, she went to jail too, and I've been in jail, and if I don't leave here, I'll be dead. You know, so
yes, sir. Now, could you say welcome to the Stories from the Misguided?
Yeah,
welcome to the Stories from the Misguided.
Welcome to the Stories from the Misguided.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
No problem.